I'm Danielle Hale, Chief Economist for Realtor.com, and here's what you need to know. Small business optimism increased for a second month in August, but remains below average. Business owners plan to invest and hire, but they still hold net negative expectations for the economy and real sales, and profits shrank. Other data was consistent with this mixed perspective. Overall, retail sales beat inflation, but only just barely. Meanwhile, in a sign of job market strength, jobless claims shrank to their lowest level since late May. Perspective really shapes takeaways on this week's inflation data. On one hand, the monthly rate of change is consistent with inflation below 2% for a second month as gas prices fell. However, because prices had big gains earlier in the year, annual inflation dipped only modestly and still exceeds 8%. Also, core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy, edged up to 6.3%, and that monthly pace is consistent with even higher inflation if it's sustained. These numbers will spark a lively debate, but my expectation is that on net, they will reinforce the idea that the Fed still has more to do and will likely push its benchmark rate up again next week. In anticipation, mortgage rates climbed again, surpassing 6% for the first time since 2008. When combined with high home prices, this amounts to a 66% surge in the typical mortgage payment for today's buyers compared to 1 year ago. Feeling this squeeze, 1 in 3 home shoppers and 2 in 5 hopeful first-time homebuyers reported that their budget has been a challenge to home buying. There's evidence that sellers may be taking note. The Realtor.com weekly housing trends report showed that annual growth in the median list price registered its slowest pace since January, and homes sat longer on the market. And while consumers still believe it's a good time to sell, this view is less widely held than it was last year. But homeowners are not in a bad spot. Data show that the amount of equity in homes increased in the second quarter to a new high of $29 trillion. Today's buyers face extraordinary affordability challenges amid high prices and mortgage rates. But shoppers who want to make a home purchase soon will have seasonal housing market trends in their favor later this month, in what we call the best time to buy. Shoppers who can navigate higher mortgage rates will find that late September is likely to offer the best combo of available homes and motivated sellers. You'll find the details along with our housing data for download at Realtor.com/research, and follow us on Twitter for real-time updates.